Yeah, I'm at a familiar place here now in the Spanish-American mine site. That smooth rock hill there. I'll be walking up to the top of that as I usually do. And I usually take my picture down in the valley there too, sometimes up here. It's a lot of shadows up here though. A lot of shadows down there too, so I'll probably go down there in the sunshine, take a shot of myself. Show everybody I'm still alive and kicking after all these years. Yeah, and all these kilometers on my feet. Yeah, son of a gun. Man, I was pleasantly surprised by that blue sky today and sunshine. It's real nice hiking weather right now. There's absolutely no wind, and it's above the freezing mark, which it has been for the last few days. And it's supposed to continue like that right to the end of November. So the snow is, it's not that deep. You can see my feet there. Yeah, it's not that deep, but you know, even with that much snow on the ground, it's more difficult walking on it than, in most cases, it's more difficult than if it was bare ground, because you just don't have the traction. Yeah, so slippery sometimes, especially it'll be slippery going down this hill here, I know. Going up that one won't be too bad because you can see a lot of the snow is melted on that bare rock there. Yeah. Very nice. I'm glad I got this day. I needed it badly. Without sunshine, boy, it's tough to make it through. Yeah, it really affects me psychologically. And physically too, because I don't get out hiking as much if the weather's not good, so I try to. I mean, I still get out. I've been getting out a lot, but you know, when it gets bitterly cold in the winter and there's a wind chill, I probably won't get out as much. Yeah, so quiet in here. It's so nice. Such a relief, you know. A relief from the chaos. Yeah, especially now, all the chaos that's going on in our society. Crazy. I'm very grateful that I grew up when I did. It was such a great experience, especially back in the late 60s and early 70s. It was just night and day different from the way it is now. I mean, back then I was down in Toronto a lot, and Toronto's a hellhole now. Yeah, you have to look over your shoulder to see who's taking a shot at you. But back then, you could walk into somebody's house, you didn't even know them, and they'd be friendly, and you know. And thinking back then, I mean, pot was, marijuana was popular back then, and I used to smoke it too back then, and I still do actually, but I always have throughout my whole life. Not a lot, but you know, I'm not a pothead or anything, but now and again I will have some weed. You know, it's nice. It's better than alcohol, that's for sure, but you know, back then it was a big thing. It was, you know, everywhere, especially downtown Toronto and Yorkville and all that stuff. Yeah, they were the days, good old days. But everywhere, it was friendly back then. There was none of this, all this crap we're seeing going on now, you know. And I know why that is, but, you know, like Don Cherry, I can't say anything. So, doesn't mean I can't think it, and I do. That's partly the government's fault too, because the government is leading the way, leading the charge into this kind of chaos that's developing. And big companies like Sportsnet, you know, their decisions aren't made because they think they're doing the right thing. Their decisions, the same as the government, they don't make decisions like that just because they think they're doing the right thing. That means nothing to them. Their decisions are based on one thing: money. Yeah. When you boil it down, it's always about money. So Anybody who thinks that somebody's standing up for their rights has another thing coming. They're not standing up for your rights at all. They're standing up for money. Yeah, the sun's gone in a little bit now. Maybe I'll get down this hill here, see if I don't break my ass on the way down. Let's go.